Well, hello, folks. Welcome back to the lab. We have another project here. It's so big it doesn't fit in the screen. This is this matches the tallest short globe lantern for sure. And it's like this thing right here is 15 inches. So this is big. This is a Defiance. This is a Defiance jobber. And it's a match strike, which is very cool. And I have strike anywhere matches to play with that once we're done. So this is a jobber, which is something that lantern companies did, where companies would pay them to put that company's name on their lantern, and they could sell it as their own, and put their own sale on it, or it's basically was like hardware companies or department stores would do it. This is a bluegrass. This is by a company called, you can't read it back here because it's so faded, but Belknap Hdw, and I think it's St. Louis, Missouri. Or no, I'm sorry, Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, it's really hard to see. There was some kind of something going on here. I'm not sure. It seems very tight. So, and then I saw this bit. Sorry, here. Come on now. Get over there. Come on, Mr. Wire. Come on. You can do it. All right. So it's unclear to me whether these were, maybe this was connected here and this was kind of attached down like that. Maybe somebody wanted to keep that from banging into stuff. Maybe they had it placed somewhere where they didn't want that flapping around. If that's a field repair, I would like to keep it. Yeah, here we are. So let's take a good look at this thing. First order of business, I'm going to take the bail off. You guys know me. And then bail. Now, and by the way, you can see that dent up there. That will be the first thing I deal with. Boy, if only I had a bail to use this thumb raise. Well, it's a shame. I could probably going to save that for display, and I can turn it around and put it like that if need be, for something that is completely lacking something to make it look complete. Okay, but for this, we're not going to use this. We can get this off of there, clean that up. This paint, by the way, is going to come off, folks. It's got brush strokes all over it, so this is with a paintbrush applied paint job. Not exactly sure what the original color was. I'm going to assume, boy, I mean, it looks like some kind of Air Force color. It's like a blue-gray kind of weirdness. Well, maybe it's black underneath all that oxidation. Let's see what else is going on here. Ooh, that's seized up. I'm gonna look for a weld, or not weld, some solder on the back. Okay, well, the solder is there, but it's cracked. Oh, there's another hunk of wire. Interesting. So this tube here, it goes through this sheath of metal, and it's rusted solid in there, so this won't do anything. But if I really twist at it, and by the way, and that's probably what broke the solder. Somebody was trying to get that. But the problem is, if I twist that too much, either this could break or this could break, depending on how degraded it is from rust. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this globe plate. Then I'll throw some coil or something in there to see if we can loosen that up. Oh wait, no, there's another way you can get that off. Okay, so I'm bringing these things together here so I can grab them here. And I can't bring it out anymore to get access to it because it's frozen in there with rust. There we go. Okay. So that's off. And even though that's seized up on there, we can get that off. And when we put this back together, that hinge will be working wonderfully because we will have cleaned this thing out real nice. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. So damage isn't too bad. There's just a little rust underneath there. Not bad. We'll clean this up. I don't know what's clanking around in there. It's like rocks. Rocks in there. Looks like rocks unless that's Bondo or something. Let's see what comes out of there. Plaster. It looks like styrofoam balls. Oh, okay. It's a mud wasp nest. All right. Now, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, no wick in it. Hey, by the way, this old vintage pump oil can. And just an idea for you guys that shop. This stuff here is like expensive as gold. And I was having very problems with control because of the viscosity. This is quite loose. It's not like a motor oil or anything. So when you drip it out, it just goes shooting out everywhere. This with the pump gives me a whole bunch of control, a whole much better control. I was contemplating something like this, one of these little babies, but again, because of the viscosity of it, you know, bending over, or you know, going like that, I think gravity it would just go flying out everywhere. So this seems to be working out pretty good. Oh, I just happened to notice that I do have a Defiance Triumph that is a mix of parts for me to make a Frankenstein lantern. Maybe I'll save that for the winter time. It's the exact same thing. This is a number 2 Triumph. And yeah, and I just realized, hey, cap. Since this is going to be a Frankenstein, why would I want the original cap with it? That's just not right. So this is not the original, and yeah, it's going to have a different lift mechanism, which was from a different number 2 Triumph. It was a different year, so this will be getting a different type of yeah. And this globe plate here is missing the globe guards, so I might try to build globe guards just for fun, just for learning that stuff. I'm going to try to break the seal a little bit.
6.5 hours later.
Well, I've been off and on it here for a couple of hours. I wanted to be in my own little world trying to get at this, and so this burner is horribly completely fused to this thing. I'm going to fish it out because I have a donor, I think. Yeah, well, okay, is that. So I'm going to rack this burner to get it out. Okay, that's off. So what I've done is I pulling the sheath out, the wick sheath. Oh, that part's still good. That's good. So, yeah, there we are. Ooh, wow, yeah, that is wrecked. And it looks like somebody else had tried getting it out too. Oy. Oh yeah, there's more. What in the world? Oh my goodness. So I don't know what, yeah, now that I look at it, I don't know exactly what access to this it's going to help me, because it's not going to come up. In there, man. Oh, yeah. Well, the best I could do is crank it with coil and put it back in the parts box. That's a shame. I got it. Just as I was about to give up. Yeah. That's a mess. Yeah, and this is, oh, what a mess. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, I don't know what other fun problems this thing has hidden for me, but all right, this is ready for a good rinsing out. And I may actually do, if you saw in a past video, I did a thing where I put a piece of rope through this hole and out this hole and hooked it to something and pushed down on it in order to kind of bring up depressed filler spouts like that. And when I say depressed, you can see the angle it's at. Pretty sure that's not intentional. And the tops of the founts on these Defiance are pretty weird. I bet you this filler spout is kind of gone a little oval. That's probably why this is not fitting all that great. But I feel like I'm kind of rethreading it there. But we'll do that again after we get all the paint and rust out of there. And after we maybe bend that back up. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do a little bit of that right now, because if I destroy it, then I will have not put a whole bunch of work in getting the paint on. So, I'm going to do that. Now, what do I need? What do we need? Oh, I know what I need. Okay, I'll explain what I'm doing. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this piece of paracord. This is what they call 500-pound paracord. If this were real paracord, I would believe that. But this is kind of a, craft color. Oh, man, look at all the other junk that's in there. Man, how did all this stuff get in there? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I can explain it to you. So what I'm going to do is tie that in a loop, and I'm going to connect that to a C-clamp, which is clamped to the side of my table here, which is a picnic table, heavy-duty picnic table. And then with all my 300 pounds, I'm going to push down on the fount here on this side and this side in the hope of kind of bringing that dent back out enough where this isn't, you know, in there like that. And like I said, I mean, it's weird. These Embry Triumphs are Defiance Triumphs and Embry for a while after they bought the company, but they had made these with like this reservoir, like an area where like water accumulates. It's nuts. I mean, I think that was a design flaw, I would think, but I've seen these rust out in other places, not here necessarily, but you know what I mean? I mean, it just looks like it gives you an excuse for water to puddle there. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. Well, let's see what happens here. I'm not sure if you're gonna be in the way or not because I gotta push down hard. Okay. Okay, looks like that did the trick. Yeah, much improved. I got hundreds of feet of this paracord stuff because I used to make these things for a hobby. Oh, well, yeah, that's right. I want to wait until I clean up those threads. And there, yeah, I could see where. Okay, great. That makes me. Oh yeah, I mean that's ridiculous how much better that is. So, and by the way, now that this is out, boy, let me check small parts. Pretty sure that's pretty close. Well, I mean, this would work. But how do I swap those without making a mess? Because look at that. That's nice, but this is shot. Well, so getting this off. Can I rebuild this without making a mess? Well, this will be later in our project here. We'll have to review. When we get to that point, maybe I will try to reconstruct. Yeah, so maybe we can reconstruct that. Won't be super pretty, but it'll be hidden under a rising cone. So this video is going to be 2 hours long before I even take the paint off because I'm sitting here looking at stuff. I'm leaving all these wires on there until I can figure out what this modification may have been or what the reason of these were. I have a feeling that the bale was tied down. It's got to come off because I got to fix that dent. And the post is probably crushed under there too. Okay, well, it's bent, but not crushed. I think that's good enough. All right, parts box. All right, as I probably already said a couple times, all right, I'll be right back after I get the paint off. Okay, I'll be right back after I get the paint off. Well, very interesting. That would explain why the black paint looked kind of like a bluish, silverish kind of a weird thing. This had silver paint underneath the black. And that's where I'm at now. So, I'm gonna try a second application. Oh yeah, there's a nest in there. I gotta get that out. But yeah, this is silver paint left on here. And it's pesky. So, let's get back to it. All right, so while that second coat is on there, I'm gonna bring this stuff over to the big wheel and clean this up. You can see the remnants of silver paint, and you can see it there on the end of that. Silver paint, crazy silver paint. Silver paint there, that's not tin, that's silver paint. Yeah, so we'll get this stuff cleaned up before I go in there and continue on the body of the beast. Okay, so a good improvement. I'm going to take wire wheel to it, try to get rid of these remnants of silver paint. Well, it's a rare opportunity to get to work inside this area because of the hindrance. You know what I'm saying? Not made to come apart, really. Good to get underneath there. So I'm confident I'll be able to get this all reattached. Question is, how good is it going to look? So that's the thing. And I did kind of pinch this whole thing together, but I can fix that too. Well, boy, that silver paint. Ooh, Nelly. So I'm going to see how much I can get off, grinding it off with various bits and wheels. And if there's some real pesky stuff, I'm just going to take it back and back at kitchen, throw a paint stripper on it. This I've been using Easy Off for these two applications. Usually it works pretty darn well. But this silver paint is a special kind of crazy. It must have been some kind of oil-based or something. I don't know. But, yeah, wow. Holy moly. I heard a gackle or a gang of coyotes yapping at each other. It must have been in my driveway or in my backyard, right outside my window, man. Sound like a bunch of howling puppies, and that's what coyotes sound like. Got out there, I didn't hear or see anything. I did the, shine the light and make some noise and look for the eyeballs. No. So they were out there. They heard me going for the doorknob and bolted. Now I'm going to go to the big wheel and see what I can get off of this thing. This is going to be a pesky mess. Oh, hi, buddy. Hey, buddy, I'm going to be using the big wheel here in a minute. Come on over and say hi. Come on. Hi, buddy. Did you hear him too? Is that what's going on? All right, I'm going to go to the big wheel with this stuff, and I will be back. All right. Well, I am, a whole lot less freaked out. This is not half bad at all. Now, I'm thinking about just leaving that there. I don't know why. And, if I ever go to sell this, I'll put a description like, well, this is a field repair. I left it. So I'm going to just do a little screwing around here before I call it a night. It's about 11:30. I want to get rid of that glob of solder there. It's bugging me. All right, good. Glob is gone. Okay. Oops. I learned this trick by accident while working on an Embry air pilot because I was having trouble with the chimney and I did not want to bend those posts for the crown. So now I can turn this upside down and do some stuff in here. I can't believe it. You gotta tell you, man, these Dremel wire wheel bits last a good long time. All right, folks. Well, it is the next day, and things look a lot more apparent after things kind of dried up. So there's something messy going on. I know that little hunk of solder was something I did, but you can't tell. I don't think that's rot. I just think I'm gonna need see what I see. All right, it's not rot. Okay, it's just dirty just dirty, and there's a broken solder here, so we can fix that. Messy in there, and there's a gap here which can be manipulated. See that? It's still very sturdy, but I got to put a good amount of weight on it, and that has to do with because this fount got crushed a little bit. You can see it here. Dent came down, went up. Oh, pinhole! Look at that. Okay. Pinholes. Maybe this is rod over on this side here. Okay, well, yeah, there's some rust scale, but not rot. So I can throw some solder all over this. That, maybe I'd want to go with seal all on that. I mean, that's just, although this is a big fount, man, that would take a lot of seal all. Might be small enough for put solder on there, but I got to make sure I can get it clean enough. Okay, I'll revisit that. And that's a crazy dent, a crazy spot. So both these sides need some solder repair for one thing. I just need to go in there and clean that up and see what we're dealing with. So I got the pointy bit. We're gonna get the pointy bit because we got all kinds of mess in here. Need to clean up. So all in all, I would say the Walmart knockoff did pretty good. I'm just going to go around with this and explore, see if this will get off some of that damn silver paint. And it's like you can't like grind it off because it melts and it just kind of spreads around and it doesn't go away. Weird stuff. I don't like it. So it's time for everybody's favorite pastime. That is steel wool time. So I'm just going to steel wool this thing, and then we're going to do our solder repair. Got a couple holes to fill, couple cracks, some stability soldering, I think. That's so much better than the way it looked. Nice. And then after we do the solder repair, we're going to work on the burner. We're going to clean that up. Oh, geez, I'm not even done. Not even done with this. Okay, good. Well, I'm going to use this chewed up bit. See if that helps us a little bit. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, and it's steel wool time. What do you know? I'm leaving this little field repair on there, whatever the heck that was. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. We'll talk about it at the end if I can remember. And yes, Dave, I agree with you. Defiance has the coolest looking globe plates. They're great. They're very unique. They are the best. All right, so we did that already. We did that. That silver paint is acting like a model planes paint, which I believe is all oil-based. I've decided to leave these little speckles of silver paint on here as kind of much like this field repair, kind of a battle scar. Right, so I screwed up again. Here I am hitting record and stop record. What I was doing was taking pictures, not recording video. Anyway, so I just was going crazy with the wire wheel. And you guys, I know you don't need to see that, but I hate losing footage. Clean up some spots, clean up this. And I took a heavy duty, this was that actual stone, to these little spots here to get some real metal on metal so solder will fit. It'll stick. And then we're going to go in here. We're going to slap some solder in there to reinforce things. Who knows? Maybe we'll end up putting some in here. I don't think so, though. Now, so let's clean our areas. Got little spots right there. These areas could be dirty in here. This is dirt collection area underneath these little spots there. That's why those spots rust. Because crap will go in there and it'll sit. Oh, wait a minute. Is this acetone taking that silver paint off? Well, oh, Jesus, it spread it out all over the place. Son of a gun. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh. Come on, acetone. You pulled a fast one on me here. Okay, and again, I apologize for the lines in the video. It has to do with my headlamp being at a frequency that my phone's camera doesn't like. But it's they're rechargeable and they hold a charge nice and long. I got all these other ones that you put AAA's in and they just die on me real quick. So, oh boy. Okay, let's see what we can do here. So we fluxed it, or no, we acetoned it. Now we're going to heat it up. Throw some flux on there. We'll be able to tell in a minute if that actually bonded or not. I have a feeling it didn't. Well. Okay, good. All right, well, that looks like dog crap, but I'm going to grind it right off. We got bigger fish to fry. Yeah, that'll be just fine. All right, so a little crack in that solder. I want to plop a little down in there. Where did it go? Okay, good. I melted my flux brush. I fluxed it up. There we go. Okay, we have reinforcement. Missed one right there. I looked at this side, thought, okay, cool. Went over here to ask where the crack was that I originally saw. All right. Okay, let me set up again and we'll fix that baby up. Jeez, I set my brush on fire again. Doing good today. All right, let's seal up this hole a little bit. Perfect. Okay, so now we're on to this. And here's a fun trick. That's right in there. So, I got this one here for reference. Got a lot of work to do here. So, this is the little thing. Goes right back on top of there. So you can see how much I crimped that. So much that could go inside that one. because I didn't think I'd be keeping this for anything. So let's work on that a little bit. Get down in there. What's the matter with you? It's your home. So the thing is, there's two separate sheaths here. Oh no, wait. Okay, I'm starting to understand now. It's not two separate ones. It's bent. It makes it look like it. Oh, okay. Clean this. I never cleaned it. I pounded it up, but I never cleaned it. Okay. Well, there we go. Okay. That's what we wanted to do. Get up on top of that thing. Now we can widen that out. Make sure I'm not losing all our little parts here. I'm going to put that stuff away. All right. So, got a lot of widening to do here. Now let's widen her out. And that'll hold this thing in. Now, what we can do is start bending this over everywhere. Looking good. I think I can do some little tappies. However, I am concerned that I'm going to push this out after I press this back in. Should hold plenty just fine, just like this. Okay, considering when this thing was destroyed by me getting it out, we are back in business. I wonder if I can give it some little tappies while holding on to it. Okay, good. That's going to be just fine. And I'm going to get rid of the tool marks. Shouldn't be an issue getting a wick in there, unless it's one of those cheap Amazon ones. This one's got quite a much larger berth in it. Pardon my use of language. All right, great. I don't need that anymore. Get that thing out of here. All right, this here. Now I think we start treat. I think we can treat stuff. Yeah. We can put together the, yeah. All right, I'll be right back. Now, okay, let's put this back together. And this here you can see has been crimped all funny, bent up. So I'm going to straighten that out, fix it up a little bit. Everything's even. Nice. Beautiful. Made in USA. Okay. This is ready to go. There's this. This is going to go back on the bale because this was part of that, whatever's going on with this thing. I want to keep it all together. I don't know why. Where are our supplies? We got linseed oil. And we need a lantern. Oh, we'll start with these. We'll start with these little bits here. All right, now let's get this baby on. All right. Oh, I see. It's binding up. Okay. That's why it wasn't working right. Let's see what I can do to fix that. Come on now. Okay, so that's kind of twisted there. Okay, well, I'm going to put this in my vise and fix that. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see how well we did. Okay. Okay. Excellent. know why it's acting like that. Okay, well, it'll be widened out once we get it back in there. We should be okay. Excellent. But now we got to get the tool marks out. You know me. Okay. Ooh, I gotta find a globe. I gotta find a globe for this thing. All right, let's put this crown back on. Let's see, I need a vision and light assistance, because this darn thing is so freaking tall. And I gotta have it so you can, oh boy. Man, I am losing it. I did not get in all the nooks and crannies. I see them right there. Globs of oil. Good. Okay. So, got light. I got glasses on. One, two, three. Wow, all four of them went on all in one shot. Okay, well, we're not out of the woods yet. This one is partially broken. Tabs are so small. Oh, they're all acting like they want to break on me. All right. They didn't break on me. Lint from all the animals in this place. Okay, so we can put the bail button. No, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on that. I don't know what's going on here yet. Okay, found a globe for it, but you know what we're gonna do? We are going to put fuel in it. Why? Because we gotta test the match strike. Gotta. So we're gonna put a little kerosene in here. All right, first I want to see how this. This thing was a little out of sorts there. Excellent. Just going to do that a couple times. Reestablish threads. Happy with that. All right, let's throw a little, I was going to throw this in there with a new wick, but I figure we better test. We better check for leaks first before we start soaking the wick. All right. Now, let's observe. Excellent. I was not worried sealing these up. I didn't think I was going to end up filling the tank that full. That'd be a little stupid. Nothing. All right, so I'm going to put this in there. Let it start wicking. Wicking, wicking. Do your deed. Got something happening here. Got this little annoying nobule here. Yeah, it doesn't want to seat down on that too well. Maybe this was the wrong burner the whole time. Of course, I don't want to put this in there. But I wonder if this is the proper dome to go on there. But I have a feeling this is out of a D-light. Might be wrong. But I can tell by looking here, see that little gap? This should be flush down to there. It's not an awful not a deal breaker or anything, but I gotta investigate that. Okay. Okay, well, I tried a different burner on there. It fit in there without major consequence, but okay, well, you know, I'm chalking all this up to whatever kind of crash this thing had. And this has all just kind of gone oval a little bit. But I mean, by a little bit, I mean like 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, I tried the other burner and it seems to fit just the same way. Trying to get it down on there, it'd be flush to the bottom. So, and it had a little bit to do with me getting it off there, thinking I had no need to reuse it. All right, we have a pinkish hue. Gonna throw the glow black on there and the bail. Now that I put my fingerprints all over everything. That's annoying that doesn't go all the way down, but I mean, I have a number of lanterns that do the same thing. And there I am pointing at stuff, and I had you on Zoom, and I apologize. All right, we're going to go for it here. All right, let me reset. Okay, here we are. Boy, I feel like it's a carbon copy of a lantern I did a week and a half ago with a match strike. And I did it on the first try for that one. So let's see what happens here, folks. So let's lighten things up a little bit here. That's just the light of Supervisor, baby. Oh, I can't even see. All right, well, here we go. All right. First try. Just use one match. All right. Well, I think Supervisor Baby can take a break. Maybe put it in full shift. Okay, and here we have Snacks. It's over here watching. All right. Hey, well, here we are, folks. Defiance Cold Blast number 2, but it's a jobber for Belknap Hdw Manufacturing Company out of Louisville, Kentucky. And I think their name is called Bluegrass is the name. Hey, what you doing? He's going to notice that puts out warmth. So probably by January, he'll be huddling around lanterns. Stay warm. He's a heat miser. Hey, buddy. All right, folks. Hey, Defiance. I already said that. I'm going to say this was another great project. It took a couple days, but we learned some stuff. And I learned that I completely forgot that acetone is a freaking paint thinner. So no wonder that worked on that paint. And folks, thank you so much. We'll see you for the next one. I got a whole bunch of really cool projects coming up. So stay tuned. Folks, thank you so much. And don't you go change it.
wild. Let's just get wild. Let's just get wild.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.